between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brought him down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tariq Cohen, the Bears ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 77 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
Cordero Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bears have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Bears 14, 49ers 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off portion.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, Mostert. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Mostert, the ball.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go. Like 20.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go, D. 58. 12, fellas, here we go. 58, come on.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mostert.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up third.
And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
49ers 7.
Here we go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
His pass.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Here's Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Bears.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Eric Reed on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Tua, out to his left. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 35, 49ers 20. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 54 Check.
From the gun, it's Tua. Gonna let one fly for Rupp. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle,
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense
at their own
1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Mostert. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
59 mark, check, 59. Here we go.
Now Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Loss on the play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
49ers 26.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Patterson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
By number 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to
Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bears 51, 49ers 26. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Garoppolo now. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here. Here we go. What do you need?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
3 buzz. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Here's Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a score closer. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with a 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down and goal to
They'll run with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold to add the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bears 51, 49ers 39. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run with Patterson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Again, it's Cohen.
Today's final score, Bears 51.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.